Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy. Habari ma Africa, my name is Mwalimu Kagiso Hlongwane, the president of the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. Today I'm very excited to extend an invitation to you to join us at the Black Education Masterclass Season 6 that will be taking place on Zoom from the 28th of August to the 28th of September. Now this year we are very blessed that we will be lecturing on one of the chosen topics, and the topic that I will be lecturing on is the topic that says how to build an African-centered learning institution. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen, because education is all about learning a lot about the little you know. We have to take the learning institutions and look ahead and envision how they must look for Africa to unite. Now, he who does not look ahead, ladies and gentlemen, remains behind. So I want you to unpack this topic with me with the understanding that tomorrow belongs to those who plan for it today. So let's plan together as African people as we unpack this beautiful topic on the 28th of September, 7 p.m. sharp. Join me. Asante sana.
Mashope would say, there is nothing worse in an organization or in a country than a leader who has no solution. We can't be asking someone else, how do we solve this? The people are looking to us to resolve it. So in final terms, what would Mashope say? I believe, comrades, that her legacy to us would simply be a luta continua, and working together we would be a strong force.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host in Chiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we are covering the statement that Naledi Pandor has uttered over this past weekend, and listen, it's very interesting how this ANC cadres act when a president is close to finishing his term in the ANC. And I want to warn South Africans that this is going to happen quite frequently going from now up until the 2027 elective conference of the ANC. We're going to see a lot of ANC leaders all of a Sunday becoming brave, uttering things. Others are going to start calling Cyril Ramaphosa out. Others are going to start talking about the Pala issue. Others are going to start talking about the issue of the CR7 banking statements being sealed. You're going to hear politicians saying things like, we have disappointed our citizens by corruption. You're going to start hearing them saying the things that we've been saying on this podcast for a long time. And some of them will be saying it for the first time. Some of them will be now becoming brave because they know the elective conference is closed and they need to position themselves somewhere. Some will be calling from an outsider like Patrice Motsepe and defending Cyril Ramaphosa. It's going to go crazy from now on up until Cyril Ramaphosa exits the seat of presidency in the ANC. So don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. One thing I don't want us to do is to celebrate them as if they are saying something so brave. It is normal in the ANC. Nobody dared to utter a word against Jacob Zuma up until he was close to exit. The same goes with Thabo Mbeki. Nobody, they were singing only praises for him up until 2007. Up until 2007, then you started hearing people speaking against Thabo Mbeki. Then in 2017, then you started leaders speaking against Jacob Zuma.
The Zondo Commission was meant to sort out the people of the radical transformation faction of Jacob Zuma. So don't be shocked, ladies and gentlemen, when we see this. All of these ANC leaders, all they are to me is they are cowards. They are cowards because they all knew from grade one that this guy is not fit enough to lead this party. All of them said nothing when the ANC dropped 17% in the 2024 elections. They said nothing. They defended the position of the ANC. They then went to go and defend the position of the ANC going into a GNU with their sworn enemies, the Democratic Alliance. So don't be fooled with these ANC guys now coming out and saying things. Guys, the last thing that you guys are expecting, Ufikile Mbalula, he's going to be one of the latest one next year, not now. Next year, he's going to start uttering things against Cyril Ramaphosa. Believe you me. Gwede Mantachi or Paul Mashatile, all of these people will say it is because of Cyril. They will start separating Cyril from the ANC to say, no, it's because of him. It's his performance. It's his leadership quality. It's him. You know, he says people are looking up to us. Nobody's looking up to the ANC. Dr. Naledi Pandor, is she a doctor? I think so. So, nobody's looking at the ANC for solutions. Nobody. The ANC cadres are giving themselves tenders. It's normal. I'm going to award myself with a tender here. 15 million is fine. That is what the ANC is doing. So let's not get online and say, wow, look at what Gigaba is saying. Even though with Gigaba, you can credit him because he's been saying this for the longest of time. Even when Cyril Ramaphosa was elected as president for the first time of the ANC, Gigaba was uttering that this guy is not the right person. So Gigaba, you can give him some slack. He's been saying it for a long time. But the other leaders, forget, ladies and gentlemen, they did not dare to say anything. So Abu Mama Naledi, they are on the exit. They are going out. They're going out. They don't care anymore. They've accumulated enough wealth. They've accumulated enough retirement funds. They are fine. Anything can happen to them. They don't fear anything. Financially, they are sorted. So whether you take them out of the NEC, whether you take action against them or whatever, it's not going to make a difference for them. It's not going to make a difference. So, yeah, this is what we are faced with here. You understand? Some people, yes, she's brave. She's always had an iron fist, not against Cyril Ramaphosa. No, she didn't. We can't go and search another clip where she speaks about Cyril. Even here, she did not even name him. You know, she says there was nothing worse than a leader who has no solution. She did not pinpoint and stood up bravely and say, Cyril Ramaphosa has got no solution. That is why Cyril Ramaphosa is opting for this nonsense of a national dialogue. That is why Cyril Ramaphosa is doing this. Cyril Ramaphosa, under his leadership, we have dropped 17%. A record history of dropping percentages in the ANC. They are now predicting that the ANC will fall in the 20s. Under Cyril Ramaphosa. So where are the brave ANC leaders? Where are they? Abu Panyaza, where are they? Where are they? Cowarding in the background. They are all going to come out towards the end of next year, mid next year, and they will be coming out and say, but Cyril Ramaphosa needs to step aside. We need to, revive the spirit of the ANC, the confidence of the people in the party, whatever. They're going to start talking all that nonsense, and we should not buy into it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Lady Pandor did not say Cyril Ramaphosa does not have solutions. She just said nothing is worse, and she quoted someone. She did not say, I say nothing is worse than having a leader. That's so we need to be very careful with that. She said it's so smart that Fikile Mbalula and they cannot come after her like they did with Gigaba and Mcuno. Now, I want us to listen to her again, talking more nonsense about ANC branches and how they can solve the solutions, the problems in our communities. Listen to this.
Who do you expect to make it function, comrade? You are ANC, you live here. You are the leadership. There should not be a functioning clinic if there is an ANC branch. There should not be a non-functioning clinic if there's an ANC branch. There should not be a school without stationery if there's an ANC branch. There should not be an area which runs out of water and has crooks delivering water in trucks if there's an active ANC branch. There should not be criminals who steal electricity wiring if we have an ANC branch. If we know our communities as branch leaders and branch members, we know who the tsotsis are and we will call them out. It is the only way we can defeat them.
Imagine an ANC person saying there should not be crime in the ward when in a ward when there's an ANC branch, because the ANC must identify the tsotsis and point them out. How? And call them out. How? Are they gonna call themselves out? How? Mama Naledi ushalaphi udula kae? Why would you think that ANC cadres will point out other cadres that are eating, that are committing crime? You're talking about there should not be no water when people are, you know, that thing they do. They just go and switch off water, and then they bring another comrade and say, comrade, please come and provide water with your trucks. We're gonna give you about 4 million, 7 million this week. The entire month we're gonna give you about 26 million. Just come and deliver water, and then we are fine. And then you know how to, you know, shift these funds back into the part and all of those things. She knows that they are doing this, and it's the ANC cadres that are doing this, and now she wants to come and preach the moral nonsense here to us. There should not be any non-functional clinics if there is an ANC. Come on, you can do better, mama. Please, you can do better. And nothing against her personally. I think she really did good with the Israel and things. She's really being a good politician, but they are all engulfed in the flames of the ANC. All of them, they are inside there. They are the wood that make this fire to become hotter. Fire of corruption, fire of not listening. Now, who is going to listen to you? I hate it when now people now want to turn, all of a sudden want to turn and say no, but let's identify the problems of South Africa. Let's have a talk, man. Let's talk about this thing. Pure rubbish. It's not going to happen on our watch. It's not. We are not impressed. And nobody should be impressed. And thanks to my friend from Mekayalisha, my brother, who sent me these 2 clips that I played you guys. It's like, what is the king? I'm not even going to watch the whole thing because I don't care what these people are saying. I don't care. Our tired is tired. I told you guys that my mukh is mukh. Our fatigue is fatigued. Listening to ANC cadres smooth talking us. Now they're gonna, about Colin Malachi. All of a sudden, they know that the ANC is the problem. They know that the ANC made a mistake by going with the Democratic Alliance. About Colin, all of a sudden, now they want to come out and act brave here, and we must applaud them. Wow! What did Colin Malachi eat? What did he drink? Pure rubbish. We are not going to play that game, ladies and gentlemen. ANC is the problem. The ANC has disappointed themselves, has disappointed their country, and they have failed Cyril Ramaphosa by not kicking him out. 17%! How can you drop 17% as a leader? You lost the power under your presidency. You lost the power. And after losing power, we reward you by giving you a 400 and something million national dialogue. I don't know what dialogue nonsense we are going to talk about. I know about it. Okay, let me close with the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture by thanking each and every one of you who has donated to the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology and Agriculture. We appreciate it. Listen, there is some lessons that I've learned in the beginning when we did our advertisement wall, our signage wall, let me call it the signage wall. And when we built, we did things in a hurry. The project was 80% completed and all of those things. So we gained a lot of experience in knowing just how much labor can be expensive, just how much building material can be expensive. So we are trying to gather enough funds so that we can do the gate and the guard room, so that when we start, we build, and there isn't this stopping and going and stopping and going. We are desperate to start, but we don't want to make mistakes that are gonna cost us money in the future. So thank you so much for everyone who's patiently still donating a 50 rand, 100 rand, and all of that. We see it on our bank statement. We really appreciate that you guys are, so loyal to the Pan-Africanist School of Economics, Technology, and Agriculture vision. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I can't say thank you enough. Continue donating to our critiq account. You can also go to BackerBuddy and we have a target there, I think of 1 million or something like that. You guys can assist us there also on BackerBuddy. Go to our website www.paseta.co.za. I like calling the old website. Our website is www.paseta.africa. That is our website. I continuously, but like I said, we still own the domain of www.paseta.co.za, so you wouldn't be lost if you do that. But if you go on Google and type paseta.africa, you will find us. So that's one thing that we are doing, ladies and gentlemen. Am I forgetting anything? Please go on our YouTube channel, Paseta School. We're uploading there every week. This month the theme is garden at home, women, celebrating women, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of other people besides me on the YouTube channel. But I love YouTube, so you're gonna see me a lot also that side. So thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in on King Says So. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace in Pan-Africanism. I salute you.